What up? This your dude Cell Dog, and I am back up in the lab once again. It's been a minute. I've been working on some other projects, mostly video things, get this little YouTube channel up and running. But right now I'm working on putting together a series of video that focuses on making music and digital music, and basically this video is just going to be like the essential, show you just a basic outline of what you would need to do that, and run through some of the stuff I got and how I make the music I make. But in general, this first video is just going to show you just the basics of what you need. And all you really need are two things really. You need a computer, which if you're watching this video, odds are you either have a computer or have access to a computer, and software, basically a music making program to put your music together and make it and arrange it and edit it and all that. So I'm going to show you what I use, and then later on in other videos we'll get more in depth on the different things. So this is my little studio. I know it's small pimping, but it's got all the essential vitamins and minerals. Basically, the brain center behind it is a computer. It don't matter if it be a laptop or if it be a desktop. They both work equally as like. I use this laptop because of portability. I can take it places, load it up, go do a little thing in Edmonton or whatever, and it's very, I can go upstairs and work on it, you know what I'm saying? So but it doesn't really matter. I picked this up. This is a HP DV7. I got a DV6 too that I used to make music on. I got a desktop that I made music on too, so it don't really matter. But you gotta have a computer, and then you gotta have a music making software, or a DAW, a digital audio workstation. And that's what this one is. This one here specifically is Studio One, and it's what I mostly use to make my music. And I did a recent little gig, a little live little show, and that's also the program that I used when I did that. So, and there are lots of programs out there, lots of more popular ones like FL Studios, Reason, Ableton. You know, there's Magix, there's Reaper, there's just a bunch of them, and they all got good points and they all got bad points. And basically, for the most part, like, once you get to learn them, they're all basically very similar. A lot of them have the drag and drop interfaces, and all you really got to do is take and go into whatever your files or something like that, and you learn more in other videos. This is just a basic showing you how you can just drag and drop things. Right onto the program. Probably can't even see that shit. I'll do another one. Actually, all I gotta do is highlight that and hit D, and it duplicates that loop. So that's one of the pretty easy things about a lot of these programs, is they got pretty easy to use interfaces. And then once you learn one, they're basically, a lot of them is the same in the basic concept. Also, a lot of these offer you a lot of VSTs, which you'll learn about in upcoming videos for effects and instruments. Anyway, you just play this little thing, you just very basic, and you already got the startings for making a song. That's basically all you really need. All my earlier music, everything I made was just on a laptop and just with a music program. And then I started getting VSTs for effects and instruments and stuff like that. And then I started getting more hardware after that once I got more and more involved into it. But some of the hardware you can get is based on really what you want to do with your music. This is my interface right here. It's a Presonus audio box interface. It's got my ends right here, and it's got the adapter for either 1/4 inch or XLR if you're using whatever, like especially a mic, whatever. Best to just go through XLR. Got a little bit better contact with shit, and your quality will sound a little bit better. It's got all your adjustments for the different things out the back. It's got MIDI ports and also 1/4 inch outs and a phone jack, and that's just a USB interface. And I've heard a lot about people having a lot of latency problems and shit with them, but I ain't had no problem with it. But that's just something, if you want to add other hardware in to your program, you're gonna need something like that to do it with. This is a DAWS vocal processor. I just picked this up. Actually, I'm renting this right now, and I'm gonna drop some links and stuff in the description as to places you can get equipment, and some helpful websites for different like user communities and shit like that. But this just got different vocal effects, and I can tweak a lot of parameters and just go to the, whatever presets, make up my own presets. It's got 2 pedals. One of these actually acts as a looper, so I can say something, click it, say something, and record it, and then click it back, and it'll play a loop, and you can adjust the parameters on that too. So that shit's kind of slick too. But there's that if you're getting into doing vocals. And then, like, I just went and got another Shure mic because the other one I had broke. This is a SM58S. The only thing that makes it an S is the fact that it's got this on-off switch, which helps. You can also get, like, I got this, which is a Samsung USB mic, and it just plugs in USB. So if you ain't got an interface, you want to put vocals, you can just plug this shit in USB, and you'll be alright. This is the Akai MPD-26, and I have heard and read a lot of speculative shit about this online in different forums and stuff, and saying that's just a glorified was it 24 or the 32, but it's got less control surface, basically knobs and sliders and shit. But you can adjust this for lots of different programs and shit, that it helps for the mapping and shit. Plus it also came with a editor, so I can go in there and edit like all the parameters and shit, and that's pretty slick too. Plus it also came with Ableton Akai version of Ableton Live 8, which I've been working with. Plus I got it with a bunch of fucking patches and loops and shit, because I got it from hiphoptools.com, which I got by way of going on eBay, their little store on there, and then I got redirected basically to their site, and I bought it through them for, it was $200, and I got this pack of like one shots and kits. It's like over 2,500 hits and shit, and that comes in, that shit comes in pretty good. So that was a pretty good deal actually, and I haven't had no problem with it. You got you can load up whatever kits you got, whatever you got, all your sliders here, and you got your knobs here, plus you got other parameters you can adjust, and you record, and you're playing, you stop, and you tap. It's got note repeat on it, but you can put whatever, just your drum kits in there. You can map the controls for the effects on the sliders and the knobs. You can put in loops and just play like whole loops, or yeah. So basically, like say for $200, it was a good deal, and I had no problems with it really. So yeah, that's just basically easy to set up, and just really with this program, it's just drag and drop. Whatever I want, I take from over here and I just put it over here. If I want loops, if I want hits from the kit, whatever, I just drag it from my file, drop that shit in there, and that's that. So that's something. If you're gonna look on getting more further advanced in it, you might want to look on getting something like that, because it does come in pretty handy. This is my Novation Ultra Nova, and I've also heard a lot of speculation and shit on this on websites and seen on forums where people say that it's not really what it's all cracked up to be, and they don't you know, think it's going to be good, and most of them never even had it and don't even know. I picked it up. It wasn't what I was looking to get at the time, but I was in the place and I had the money, and I'm like, I'm getting something, and I got this, and I'm glad I did. It's got all your presets, you know. It's got all these knobs up here are touch sensitive. All you gotta do is touch them, and you can activate effects or whatever. You know, it's got all your filters. It's got everything you need on it, and I have had no complaints about it. So I will get more into depth about this one as well, but I can just tell you that the people that said it was, you know, not what they thought it was gonna be or some shit, really don't know what they're saying, because until you get that shit and get it home, you know what I'm saying, and do what you do with it, then that's really what counts. So, but that's about it really. I picked up these little Yorkville studio monitors, and those work out, and then I just brought down the bigger speakers, the tower speakers, and hooked them up too, so I can get a little bit more bass in here. But yeah, that's about it. So that's basically all you really need is to start out with is a computer and a program. So this next video is gonna, oh, and here's something you might want to get to, is a backup hard drive, because that shit is necessary. Please believe that, because when your shit crashes, if it does, I'm not saying it's going to, but it's some pretty disappointing shit. So you might want to get one of those so you don't lose everything. Oh, and this is my, I almost forgot about this little motherfucker right here. This is my Cord Mini, can't even see that shit, Nano Key controller. And this basically just a little keyboard that I can hook up to VSTs or whatever. So I use that sometimes, but that's about it for now. So I'm gonna get out of here and let y'all go do what y'all gotta do. And just give you a heads up, I'm gonna drop some links up in the description of this video, and I'll hit you back with another video as soon as I can. Alright, later.